Hello Chronoholics, I am Dr. Karan Madan. Welcome back to another episode of Dive Into the Industry, where we talk to eminent personalities from the watch industry and get a glimpse behind the curtain. Today, our guest is Stephane, the Managing Director of Maurice Lacroix.
Good morning, Karan. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. How are you doing, my friend?
Very well, very well. Very pleased to be on Chronoholic today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today. Is this your first time in India?
I have come in India, but my first time was about 10 years ago.
10 years ago, wow. So, you know what, I'm just going to say it's your first time in India. 10 years back, India was very different. Delhi was very different. And to be honest, the watch collecting landscape of the country was very different. But now, of course, we have 17,000 plus members on Chronoholic. We have tons of people who appreciate watches. And of course, we love the brand too. So let's get right into it. 2025 is a landmark year for Maurice Lacroix. 50 years you're celebrating. How have the previous 50 years been for you?
I mean, 50 years, you can think it's a long time or it's a short time. In watches, of course, if you look at the industry, it's a short time.
It is.
But I have to say, in 50 years, when I look back and we, to that sense, we also edited a book this year called Legacy in Motion, which is about the last 50 years.
Described right here?
Exactly.
Wonderful.
And when we were reviewing and going through the archives and everything, I mean, it's impressive all that we did in 50 years.
Yeah.
So for us, it's also interesting. It's also a very nice starting point. And we want this 50th anniversary to be very special.
Sure.
What we've done also, I guess we'll talk about products.
Yeah, yes, we will.
We've done a lot of things on products this year.
Yeah.
And it's been actually a fantastic ride, and it's only the start.
Yeah. No, it's been this year especially. The releases have been absolutely bonkers. I must say, I'm pretty impressed, and I know for a fact there are many more good things lined up for the rest of this year as well. In 50 years, you've made a mark for yourself, and to remain independent for 50 years, it's a big thing. What does it take to be independent in this time and age?
It takes a lot of energy, of course.
Yeah.
It takes also a vision and most important, passion.
Sure.
Believe in what we're doing.
Right.
And I think I have a fantastic team back in Switzerland.
Sure.
I've been only managing the brand the last 15 years, but I have to say that it's a lot we're depending a lot on, of course, the teams you have, but also your business partners and your distribution partners.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like here, Ethos in India, they're doing a fantastic job.
When the brand started, there was no manufacturer as such. Was there? Or did the manufacturer get established later on?
We have an assembly factory since the start.
Sure.
But what is different, or what you're referring to, is we have started conceiving and producing our own movements.
That's right, yeah.
2006.
That's right. That's what I was asking about.
Yeah.
So the manufacture, the actual in-house movement capabilities came in force in 2006. And since then, you've built tremendous manufacturing calibers as well. Talk us about the watches that are on the table, as well as the calibers that you're bringing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe let's start with the 1975.
Yes, please.
So, what was the idea, or looking at the portfolio? I mean, we had classic lines since the 70s.
Right.
We started the brand. We had classic lines, and basically the idea of Maurice Lacroix from the start was always bringing, excellence, exclusive watchmaking, but accessible prices.
Certainly.
And that is in the brand DNA since 1975.
Right.
So for this 50th anniversary, when you look at the portfolio and you look at the lines we have, we were thinking, okay, actually, do we still have this original brand idea in this brand DNA?
Right.
We still have it in the portfolio. As we usually do, we did a lot of market research on this.
Sure.
We asked a lot of retailers, distribution partners, how should it be? How should be the collection? And everybody told us, we need a high quality watch. We need some of our know-how in terms of the manufacturing. So no, we're not going to put a manufacturing. In this case, I mean, we have one example. We do.
Sure, fair enough.
But in the, let's say, in the base collection, it has to be a quality movement, and then it has to have easy strap exchange system.
Yes, certainly, yeah.
And it has to be refined in terms of details.
Definitely.
Here you're retailing, I'm going to have the price in Swiss francs, so you are at 1,200 on a leather strap, automatic.
Sure. So we're at about 1.35 lakhs in India then. Okay, got it, yeah.
And 102 strengths 4 for the bracelet version.
Sure, all right.
But if you look at the quality, you see the sapphire crystal
Yeah.
is
It's domed, it's, yeah, there you go, yeah.
exactly. You look at the detail on the case, you have some polish.
Polish and the brushing is very nice. I think the contrasting finishing is pretty evident.
And here of course we have a limited edition. It's called it's 1975 Legacy,
Ah.
where we bring subtle details in terms of the movements.
Right.
Here it's a date. So you get a lot of quality.
Certainly.
And of course the movement they're highly decorated.
Yeah.
We looked at we really want to put quality. It's about the details. So talking about this accessible excellence we always talk about. I think the 1975 really is spot on in terms of ambition here.
Definitely.
And so this, as I told you, this is even a special edition.
Right.
So we have a dial in terms of
You have a textured dial over there,
yeah.
decorate, yeah.
It's called, we patented this decoration. It's called Vague du Jura, Jura Waves.
Oh wow, that is amazing. This is the limited edition, the green dial.
Yeah.
Are there other colors in this collection as well?
So in the Legacy, there's also a blue dial.
Okay.
And the GMT is a silver dial.
Sure.
But all with this pattern, right?
Wonderful.
And then you have the base collection.
Sure.
There, also feedback from our business network is keep it simple, not many colors.
True.
You have black, blue, silver.
Yeah.
It's in a 40 mm.
40 mm. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And you have a 36.
36 as well. Yeah, that's right. That's one point I'll come to in a bit. It's very important to me. And guys, this is tremendous value for money right here, especially when you're getting quick release bracelet lug, bracelets, end links. Terrific stuff. Trust me. Wow. And just to close out the topic of the 1975 collection, I think, yes, the Maurice Lacroix brand was getting known a lot for their icon watches and for their manufactured calibers. You were very right in saying, and analyzing the market and saying that a classic line was lacking, was missing somewhere. It was there, yes, we know, but to kind of do it again in a better way, and to mark the 50th anniversary of the brand, this is fantastic.
And it's been with the brand for 50 years.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, it's been there from the start. So to revamp it again and kind of present it in a new manner, fantastic move. I think this collection will do very well in India.
And I mean, to build on what we're talking about, this collection.
Yeah.
So what we used to do in the past is, when we had a collection, we thought like, okay, this is that collection, that name. This is quartz.
Yeah.
That collection, okay, it's automatic.
Right.
That collection, it's only manufactured.
Sure.
High end.
Sure.
And what we've also learned the last 50 years is, no, I mean, we need to treat every collection, and that's the advantage of the brand. You want a classical watch, kind of a everyday watch.
Sure.
You have quartz, you have mechanical.
You have automatics too, sure.
And we also dared putting
a manufactured caliber in the 1975 collection then.
Exactly. So this is our manufacture base.
Okay.
And you have our big date.
Isn't this the new caliber that I'm looking at?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Because the big date has been shifted to the 12 o'clock position for this. All right.
And we added our
retrograde day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this model of complication on the retrograde is the same we've been doing since 1999.
Wow.
And you see, it's so I mean it's a beautiful retrograde, because usually retrogrades, when you find retrogrades in the market, they place somewhere more inside.
Yeah.
And the signature retrograde we have is based on the outside, which gives you much more. It's much more generous.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, here this is for me really the pinnacle. But you see, we don't need to be very conceptual and saying, 1975 is only a quartz collection, mechanical.
Right.
It works also with manufacturing.
Absolutely. I think the 1975 collection is the perfect canvas to try and implement all your manufactured calibers on. Considering your manufactured calibers are so beautiful to look at, and they've been constructed well, they've been decorated nicely. Are you working on smaller cases with the manufactured calibers?
Yeah. I mean, that is also one of the main points. When we developed our manufactured calibers in 2006, the first ones.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we took, the base concept was the Unitas.
Yeah, sure.
Re-engineered. So it was big, but in the the period 2006, 2010, everything was big. And yes, we are now working. So there's a lot we're working on. But even coming back to this one, if it was in iconic case, it would be 44, 45.
Sure.
And
By nature of the movement, sure. Yeah.
I mean, this is a 43.
43, yeah, okay.
But it doesn't look 43.
Right.
Because you got the glass box, the shape
That's right.
of the case.
That's right.
So it also,
Yeah.
if you put it on the wrist, it fits very well. It's very nice. And I also think, when you have such beautiful movements,
Yes.
it is really in terms of the decorations, but also in terms of design of the movement and the technique.
That's right.
I think it's a pity if you make them too small. It's our proprietary big date.
That's right.
It's people don't
That's right.
always think that a date is very simple, but I can tell you that this big date has cost us 2 years of development.
How are you also working on the masterpiece collection, for example? Is that still going to be a staple of the catalog?
Yes, I mean there's a masterpiece. There's not this year, but in the future you will see continue things. And you mentioned before, we need smaller sizes.
Yeah.
So
oh, very nice. Very nice.
Doing our homework now.
Yeah.
And then you will see some releases future on the masterpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, the thing is, masterpiece will be in the future more on the high end, our laboratory of experience.
Sure.
That we then bring into the collection, either 1975 or Icon.
Right.
1975 more kind of this classic timeless side, and Icon more on the sport elegance, chic.
Lovely. So alongside the 1975 collection, you also revamped the Icon and then relaunched it as the Iconic. So how does, just on brass tacks, how does the Iconic collection differ from the Icon that's so popular around the world?
Yeah. So I mean, you're nailing it right on, because it's our bestseller.
Yeah.
It's our most popular collection, and we launched Icon 2016, and the last 6-7 years, we've developed ourselves in mastering materials.
Yeah.
So ceramic, we did bronze, titanium.
Yeah.
We also, the industry is also going towards more performing movements in terms of power.
Yeah.
We have these easy strap exchange systems.
That's right.
We have also thought we can even improve that. So the question was, we arrived at the point where the 50th anniversary of the brand was, we have the Icon, we have ambitions to make it better, but should we do it on Icon?
Right, because it's so beloved already. I mean, do you want to make radical changes to a lovely, wonderful collection, or do you want to kind of make a separate sub-collection maybe, or a super collection above that? So I think that's how the Iconic came to be.
Exactly. And,
wonderful.
And I mean, it's a good problem to have.
Sure, yeah.
But the thing is, and I mean, I learned from my past, but also with Maurice Lacroix, we learned never change a winning horse.
Sure, yeah.
So this is why we said, okay, Icon needs to remain Icon, and it needs to grow as kind of the classic base in that side.
Sure.
And then we said, okay, so let's improve it. Let's show that we can do something better, also in terms of the brand perception.
Right.
Because we have so many great things we can do at our manufacturer.
That's right.
And
that's true.
The Icon is a perfect example of it. But there's a lot of stories you cannot tell because you should be showing up things, right?
Certainly,
yeah.
Certainly.
So the Iconic, it's the icon with an I and a C.
Yeah.
And I and a C stand for innovative craftsmanship.
Wow. Okay. This was not in the marketing material, so that's great to know. Look at that, innovative craftsmanship.
Yeah. So
amazing.
Icon with innovative.
Iconic. Iconic. Beautiful.
Very simple.
Yeah.
And when you call your product iconic, you then have to deliver.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So what did we do to deliver the promise? Let me take this one first.
Yeah.
So here you have it's the Iconic. It's a freehand base.
Right.
On all the Iconic, you have a ceramic bezel.
Right.
On the freehands, you have a carbon dial.
Sure.
And here I even have on this, it's titanium case.
With the DLC coating on top, yeah?
And DLC coating.
Lovely.
And what is also interesting is the DLC coating sticks better on titanium.
Yes. That's a known fact, yes.
Okay, so that's on the, let's say, material side, design side.
Sure.
In terms of strap, you see here beautiful biomaterial strap. Here it's rubber on rubber.
Rubber and rubber.
But
Okay.
it looks weave textile, but it's actually rubber.
Okay.
It's very nice. And these are things we're looking into. Or different colors,
Sure.
or different decorations.
Yeah.
And then what you have in terms of, so you have a 60-hour power reserve. We have developed a new movement. It's called the ML1000.
That is not a base caliber off the shelf from somewhere else. It's your own
It's a
movement.
partnership we do with Soprod.
It's a Soprod base then.
Yeah.
Great names we're throwing around it.
Beautiful movement.
Yeah.
So they reworked on all the power reserve, all the mechanism. To even improved it, so really great.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting is, so we have our manufacturer in Saint-Léger, and they assemble it in Tramelan, which is just a 10-minute away.
Oh wow.
And they have their
Amazing.
spiral factory in the next village.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it's a 5-minute drive, so it's really regional.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really this kind of sustainable.
Sure. And that's a part of collaboration, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Really good.
Yeah.
And what we have here, and then you have on all the Iconic, you have a new release system on the strap, patented.
And the strap. Oh wow, so easy. Look at that.
And of course, they come also with you can, if you want, you can have a steel bracelet.
Wonderful. Actually, that was going to be my next question. Just push it in, and
It has to click.
oh, look at that. It's clicked and it's robust. It's set now. Fantastic.
We have a patent on that one, so so we have mix of materials.
Yeah.
The carbon dial
Yeah.
is also something unique to us because
Sure.
it's got a special weaving,
Yeah.
vertical.
Yes.
So you will see it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And
Is it a carbon composite, carbon fiber? What are you using there?
it's a carbon fiber,
Sure.
which is weaved differently, and
Yeah.
then it's
Layered and cut separately as well.
layered,
Yeah.
and then it's pressed,
Nice.
and every dial is unique.
Every dial is unique. Wow. These are words that collectors live by. So yeah, loving it. Yeah. And you also taper down the crown. It's not a solid crown. It's a solid crown, but it's more streamlined. It's more aerodynamic. I think it's fitting the collection even more now. I can see you're very proud of the Iconic.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So you guys might remember the triple retrograde calendar manufacture caliber from Maurice Lacroix that was on the Masterpiece collection. And I'm very happy to see that the Iconic now carries it back. And so tell me about why did you get this movement back altogether?
We're known for two things.
Yeah.
In terms of high-end watchmaking.
Sure.
Skeleton watches.
Sure, yeah.
And of course retrograde.
Yeah.
And retrograde is, if you look at the market and what's been done on retrograde, it's actually a very classical complication.
It is, yes.
You don't see it on kind of more contemporary designs. It's very difficult to do it. And we launched the first retrograde in 1999.
Yeah.
And
That the one on the base Unitas movement, and then you added caliber modules on top. But now I can see it's an automatic caliber. What's the story there?
So the story is, first we improved our base.
Sure.
Secondly, it was to really find the design, because on a Masterpiece it works.
Yeah.
The challenge was, how do you bring this design, which has a tendency to be very classical, in an Iconic?
Sure.
And I've been chasing the product team to do this since 5 years now.
Okay.
And it was always a challenge, because they were like, but if you do a retrograde, you have to have the base movement in the back, and you have to have the plate. I said, guys, we need to do something special. And we said, hey, but look, why don't you open it? Why don't you skeletonize the images?
Right.
And I'm really happy now.
Yeah.
For me, this is really the pinnacle. This brings it all together.
Sure, it does. Yeah.
You got the icon, which is Maurice Lacroix. You got the triple retrograde, which is our most iconic, let's say, complication, because we're one of the few who does.
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
It's our own module.
That's right.
In
That's
terms
right.
of retrogrades.
Yeah.
So it's the modules we've developed 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So you have a GMT, you have
Yeah.
a calendar,
Right.
and you have a day.
That's very competitive in the market. Yeah.
Only Maurice Lacroix has.
Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. It does. Wow. And are you also then planning to put maybe the big date caliber on the Iconic?
It will come.
It'll come, yeah.
You will also see.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty interested in this, so I'm definitely going to wait for that too. This is fantastic.
But I think the big date caliber,
Yeah.
I mean, then it's personal taste.
Yeah.
I think it lives better in the 1970s.
It does.
case.
It does. Yeah.
In here, it works also, but it's a bit more.
You would have to rework the skeletonization probably, because too much skeletonization on the iconic would, I think, take away the essence of the line of this watch altogether. Yeah. I was really interested in finding out about your collaborative process. I know for a fact that you've done amazing collaborations with Benzilla, with Watto, 76 of course. You've done watches for FC Barcelona,
Yes.
right? And Mahindra Racing in the past. That one is of special interest to us. But how does the collaborative process come to light? I mean, what makes you decide as a brand that okay, this is something we want to collaborate with?
I mean, it's what's interesting with collaborations, and I've been saying this over the years, is with every collaboration you learn something.
Sure.
And when you do a collaboration, you know, it's not necessarily a collaboration with another watch brand. I mean, we've done collaborations. I mean, in 2010, we've done collaborations through wallpaper with various fashion architects and industrial designers. And you know, what I understood from there is they have a different perspective on how to look at a watch. If you give your watch to a watch designer, he's going to focus, of course, on the dial, on the movement.
Sure.
These, for example, what's interesting with these fashion designers, they focus on the watch as a whole. So they were investing as much energy on the dial as they were on the strap, for example. The latest Voto collaboration, that is, you know, first we did the Urban Tribe, which actually was proposed to us because there was this Hungarian engraver. He liked his icon so much, he engraved it and then he posted it on Instagram. And he contacted us and said, hey, see what I did. We worked with him and he was open to upgrade his design to something more in line with the brand. So that was kind of step one. And then with Voto contacted that guy because he has seen what we have done and he wanted to do his pictograms on the watch. So, I mean, at the end, you only need to listen and look what's around.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a beautiful story, this Voto collaboration. I mean, you got the Urban Tribe story with the Hungarian engraver, but then you have this artist story on top. So I think that really closes the circle, right?
But what about the FC Barcelona collaboration? What about you did the only watch that was done there? Yes.
And there's also the Time for Art one.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that are other collaborations. I mean, important in the collaboration, it always has to make a sense. And it always has to reflect your values, right? Because collaboration has become a topic which is very popular. Everybody does collaborations. I mean, you take fashion brands, it's not 1 week that there's not a collaboration coming out, and then again, but consumers are getting lost because it's too much, and it's more a marketing machinery than really having a sense. And I think at the end, the collaboration has to stay authentic, has to have a sense in terms of your communication strategy, and there also needs, you know, it's 1 + 1 needs to make a 3, and not 1 + 1 makes a 2. Right?
Absolutely, yes. But what about the Mahindra Racing collabs? I mean, those are, of course, by name, the association means so much to India. And I think those collaborations were pretty spot on with the color themes, with how you presented them, especially the quartz chronograph and the automatic chronograph, of course.
What was the intention at that point, and still today, we like to be seen as an urban lifestyle brand. So obviously, if that's what you want to be perceived at, that's the collaborations you have to have. So we said, okay, Formula E, and we had our contacts and who cover. You know, we have a lot of partners, and they have a lot of brands in Formula One. And we told them, you know, Formula One, no, it's not in line with kind of the brand values. And then they said, hey, we have this very interesting team, Mahindra, and it was also at the time where we just had launched in India. So, you know, it was in terms of ticking all the boxes in terms of strategic objectives. All these collaborations, they really live from the people in place.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
We're very open for that because, you know, I think the best ideas, they don't come internally, or it's not the boss's idea. I think it's really, the best
Absolutely.
ideas are out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. How many people do you employ currently?
So globally, we are about 120,
Okay.
120, 130.
Mm-hmm.
In the manufacture in Switzerland, we are about 60. And in the manufacture, you have production, you have development, production, industrialization, quality control,
Sure.
and then you have the whole production, but it's assembly.
Right.
Of course, we do also
Right.
T1, which is movement assembly. And we don't have any stock in the manufacture. So it's we outsource the whole inventory
supply
management.
chain you kind of
yeah.
outsource it
Because
to
it's not a core activity,
Fair enough.
Our core business is building mechanical watches.
Nice. And now that you've played with a lot of materials on the iconic carbon fiber, titanium, steel, ceramic, of course, where do you go from here? What materials are you looking at? Would you think tantalum would work for you? Would you think Damascus would work for you? I love materials, so it comes from within.
Have you been working in our product department?
Oh my God! So you know what? I want to read between the lines there, but without you divulging too many details. I'm very excited already.
Yeah.
But if you could, let us know what's going on, because we would love to see amazing things happening to these watches.
Yeah, and it's all of this is happening, and it's exactly the idea of the iconic. And all that you mentioned, if we would bring it now to the icon, it would not make sense.
Sure.
The iconic, it has a sense.
That's where you experiment.
And then also, going back to what you've mentioned before, it's also easier to do also collaborations.
I'm very happy that your collections are doing very well. There are a lot of good things lined up for 2025, especially being your 50th anniversary. Where do you think the next 50 years are going to take the brand?
I mean, what we did this year in the kind of bringing it to 1975, we also completed some of our products for women, which is also an important part of the brand.
That's right.
And now the iconic, it was kind of the briefing for the next 50 years.
Sure.
So we're going to continue building along these lines, animating the collections, and I think then it's the biggest challenge we have, and I'm happy we have a chat together.
Sure.
Is we do a lot of great stuff, but we need to talk about it, and we need to speak about it, and that people see it and hear it and can try our watches.
Definitely.
So I'm very thankful you're giving us the opportunity to talk.
No, it's my pleasure, and thank you for recognizing our work as well, because if we don't talk about good brands like this and independent watchmakers who are actually doing very, very good stuff at competitive prices, then nobody else is going to do that. And the right messaging needs to be put forth to the wider collecting community out there. But what are your plans for India as a market?
I mean, India, well, we have the chance, or let's say, linked to our brand strategy and more specifically to our pricing strategy.
Sure.
Our price target, we work on 1,000 Swiss franc to 3,000 Swiss franc.
Right.
And the average price point is about 2,000 retailer.
Sure.
And this fits very nicely in where, as I've heard, that the Indians are spending today.
That's right.
Watches.
That's right. Yeah.
A bit higher, okay,
Sure.
a bit more exclusive, but
Sure.
I think there's a mass of population which has the spending power to come into and start with a Maurice Lacroix Swiss watch, Swiss quality, Swiss made, starting 1,000 Swiss franc.
Would you be open to doing a special or collaborative edition with the collectors community, for example? You've never done that in the past, but
yeah, I mean, with your community, anytime.
All right, wonderful, thank you.
I mean, we just need a briefing. We just need to get together and and we can even co-develop with the community. That's things we do.
Yeah.
We've done it in Thailand, in Japan.
Sure. And I know the Thailand market is very strong for Maurice Lacroix.
Yes.
And on that happy note, I think it's time to wind down. And this has been a wonderful conversation with Stephane. We wish him the best, like I said. And we'll see you in another episode of Dive Into the Industry very soon. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.